Video 2 in this series is going to be answering some of the questions that I asked in the last video, mainly what is the difference between language A and language B? I could give you an extensive explanation about the difference between language A and language B, but to an outsider or a beginner, I don't believe that that would be very beneficial. To fully comprehend the differences between language A and language B, you need to actually complete the course. You'd need 2 years of experience to appreciate the subtleties and differences. One expectation, for example, is you're going to need to analyze, for a paper 1 exam, an unseen text and provide a continuous and detailed analysis of that unseen text. That really doesn't give you a clear picture about what exactly is expected of you. How long should an essay be when you're writing a continuous analysis of an unseen text? What type of text may you be presented? It creates more questions than it does answers. But as you're watching this video, you're here to actually learn something that will benefit you. So I'm going to try to share some information with you that you can use to distinguish language A from language B. To actually understand the differences, you're probably going to want to refer to the language A and language B guides. You can access this online. All you need to do is type into any search engine, language A IB guide, or language B IB guide. And we're going to be looking at the criteria for an individual oral activity, and we'll look at the standard level criteria. So let's look at the oral assessments. Language B guide, page number 65, gives you the criteria for individual oral activity. It says, criterion A, productive skills. How fluent and clear is the student's speech? How accurate and varied is the language? How much does the student's intonation aid communication? You can see from the language B guide on page 65, standard level, criterion A, that most of these requirements actually relate to ESL requirements, English as a second language. It's asking you, how does your voice sound? How does your intonation sound? Are you using your pitch and voice like a tool to actually help communication? Now, look at the language A guide in comparison. Language A guide, page 63, gives you the criteria for individual oral commentary. It says, to what extent does the commentary show knowledge and understanding of the text? Keyword you should take away is the text. 2, are the comments supported by well-chosen references to the text? You can see from criterion A, standard level, that the student is required to give a text-based analysis. Has nothing to do with ESL focused requirements, has nothing to do with actual voice or intonation or communications. It's all about critical reading and critical thinking and critical analytical skills. Going further down the criteria for the language B guide, the differences are immediately obvious. To summarize, the language B guide asks for students to articulate simple and complex ideas coherently and maintain a flowing conversation without being disjointed, having significant lapses or hesitation. Language A, on the other hand, asks for students to demonstrate an understanding of formal literary devices and techniques and its effect on readers. Language A is therefore text-based and requires strong critical reading and thinking skills. There are no right or wrong answers in language A. However, there is a correct approach and method in order to score high on language A assignments. And as you watch more of these videos in the series, you're going to learn some of those approaches, techniques, and methods in order to score high in language A course. And also to distinguish the difference between language B, which is an ESL course, and Language A, which is designed for native English speakers and demands a lot of critical reading, critical thinking, critical writing skills. Best wishes.